Today is Tuesday, the 16th of June, and we are reading from day 167 of the Book of Mysteries by Jonathan Cahn. Day 167, The Temples of Desecration. It was evening. I and several others of the students were sitting around the campfire listening to the teacher. "Who was the most famous person," asked the teacher, "ever to celebrate the festival of Hanukkah?" He waited for a response, but no one said anything. "Jesus," he said. "Yeshua." Most people have no idea that he did or that Hanukkah is found in the New Testament. But it is written, it was the festival of dedication in Jerusalem. It was winter time and Yeshua was walking in the temple. Do you know what the word for dedication is in Hebrew? Again, there was no response. It's Hanukkah. The festival of dedication is Hanukkah. Do you know why it's called that? There was no response. The teacher continued. In ancient times, the temple of Jerusalem was desecrated by pagan invaders. Idols were set up in its courts. It became, in effect, a pagan temple filled with degradation. In the end, the Jewish people drove out the invaders. They found their temple defiled and desolate. They removed the idols, cleansed its courts, repaired its chambers, restored its vessels, rekindled its holy lampstand, and rededicated it to God. The temple's rededication was called Hanukkah. But God has another temple, he said, another holy dwelling place created for his presence. But God's temple could only be built in Jerusalem, said one of the students. There is another, said the teacher, many others. The temple is you. Each of you were created to be the dwelling place of God's presence, the holy temple of his glory. It's man. Man was created to be God's temple, but now the world is filled with the temples of desecration. What does that mean? Asked another of the students. Every life is made to be a temple filled with God's presence, but without God's presence, we become a temple desecrated, defiled, darkened, filled with idols. A temple created to be holy but fallen from its purpose. So, what do you do, I asked, if that's you? You open the doors of your life and you let God come in. You let him take out your idols, cleanse your impurities, restore your purpose, light up your heart, and fill your life with his presence. For when you rededicate the temple to God, God will fill it with his glory. In other words, you become the temple of God and your life becomes Hanukkah. The mission. Today, celebrate your own Hanukkah. Remove the idols, cleanse your chambers, rededicate and reconsecrate your temple to God. And we are reading from Ezekiel 36, verses 25 through 27, the Gospel of John 10, verses 22 and 23, 1 Corinthians 3, verse 16, and 2 Corinthians 6, verses 16 through chapter 7, verse 1. May the grace and peace of God be with you.